cost of oil, okay, and it's going to undermine further foreign direct investments. The customer will find its equilibrium with spend. But if you increase tariffs and this industry returns to vibrancy, we start reinvesting. It employs more people, we pay more taxes, so it has a positive effect. And again, we shouldn't be left as an island. Zero tariff increase. Government was running subsidy, that's gone. Taxes going up, we've seen that happen. Electricity gone up. What are the other examples? Everything else. You're going to be in this industry in resolution, you return to a night. The oil industry in Nigeria today is in a crisis. We are producing 1.4 million barrels a day. There was a plan to take us to 4 million barrels about 20-something years ago. Why? The structure of the oil industry in Nigeria today had a problem that was identified 20-25 years ago. They didn't make those hard decisions. It's going this way.
But sir, sorry.
Yes, please, I enjoy this. Don't hesitate to. Let's flash it out.
I mean, if they've done a financial projection, maybe a couple of years down the line, and they say, okay, if we increase tariff by, as much as we've been hit by inflation, maybe we'll be able to sustain the business. Is it just for the business to be sustained, or will you get to a point where, maybe, like I said, maybe somebody like me might consider that I don't need data that much. I want to do a lesser data plan.
I haven't seen it happen yet in any country in the world.
So the projection is people will continue to
and inflation, the increased tariffs. Consumption did not drop. It did not drop because one of the key things about the telecommunications industry is it improves productivity. So people need it to drive their businesses forward. Okay, so I haven't seen. Look, there are countries. Sudan had a very high inflation rate. There used to be a 100% increase in tariffs every year in Sudan. We didn't see a drop in volumes. We're not talking about 100%. We were on 30. Let's say inflation stays at 30%. Maybe to do 20 between 20 and 35% every year to pass through. We haven't seen a drop in consumption in Sudan. Ghana had 45% inflation. They did 2 tariff increases. Total, those tariff increases were about 60%. There was no drop in consumption. So we have a lot of experience across the world.
If I may add, just to add something.
The men are banned from talking.
If you check also, because when you say it's a sustainability conversation, remember it's also an investment conversation. When you are talking inclusion, like you're saying, and I think that speaks to what you were saying, when you're talking inclusion, if there's no money, there will be no inclusion because you can't go to certain places. You can't make them. If you look at some countries that are a lot more mature, you find out that, for example, you buy a bundle, voice is free. At this stage where we are, until we invest to the extent that we can offer that, those bottom of the pyramid people are actually the people at most risk. Karl has explained it when he said, if we have to load share, I did mention load share before we started, for those of you that are here. Where do you think we load share first? Why would I keep a base station up in my village in Node when that base station is not making money? When I can divert that resource to Lagos where I'm making money? You find out that whether you like it or not, Lagos, Abuja and Port Harcourt are already subsidizing some places because there are some base stations that are loss making. If you look at them as a single factory, they don't make enough money for them to remain on. It is because monies are coming from other places that they are still up. Do you understand what I mean? So you have to understand those dynamics to find out that it's actually a complex question. It's not as simple as it appears sometimes.
Let me one last point before I'm